You can't sleep or work with focus because the same face and eyes or smile keep on flashing in your memory like a struck tape recorder. Suddenly, world seems beautiful and life seems exciting. You smile where you should have got angry. You fell for love at first sight, one of the most beautiful feelings any person can experience in his life. But one of the dangerous things that has destroyed many lives. The truth behind love at first sight, attraction, projection, and psychology. Imagine stepping into a crowded room, eyes locking with a stranger whose very presence sends your heart racing, palms sweating, and mind spinning. Movies, novels, and culture have trained us to translate this moment into what we call love at first sight. But is this instant connection actually true love? Or are we simply mistaking an intense rush of attraction for something much deeper and more enduring? Let's journey into the psychology of love at first sight. Uncover the science and subtle mechanisms behind such moments. And discover why real love emerges not in a flash, but through the patient process of knowing, growing, and accepting another human being. It's the allure of the instant spark. It's common to romanticize love at first sight, a narrative that two people destined for each other are magnetically drawn together, instantly united by fate. In reality, what most experience is a jolt of physical and emotional attraction, accompanied by a rush of neurochemicals and flooded with projections of desire and possibility. Love at first sight is a moment characterized by intense longing and extreme attraction to another person with little to no reasoning behind it, notes Dr. Susan Albers. But what actually happens in the brain and mind during such encounters? And why does it feel so powerful that we're tempted to call it love? The chemistry of first sight. Science offers a clear breakdown. Dopamine, the pleasure neurotransmitter flooding your system with motivation to pursue this new potential mate. Oxytocin, the so-called love hormone which drives feelings of closeness and bonding. Adrenaline and vasopressin, heightened arousal and excitement, contribute to that electric, almost addictive rush. Cortisol, the stress hormone which surges as body and mind react to what feels like a life-changing moment. Studies using MRI scans reveal that as soon as two strangers lock eyes, as little as 0.2 seconds is enough for the brain to flood with these chemicals, resulting in racing hearts, butterflies, sweaty palms, and that irresistible urge to know more. It's not your heart falling in love, it's your brain making a snap decision based on appearance, perceived compatibility, and unconscious social cues. The role of physical attraction. Scientific studies consistently show that love at first sight is strongly linked to physical attractiveness and mutual gaze, rather than a deeper emotional bond. Prolonged eye contact, body language, and facial symmetry trigger positive social signals, convincing us that someone is the one, before we've exchanged a single word. Eye contact. Prolonged gaze increases attraction, raises blood pressure, and strengthens desire. Genetic cues. Research indicates that some subconscious responses are shaped by genetics, unconsciously directing us toward partners with compatible gene profiles, even if we're unaware of it. Projection. Using Jungian psychology, early attraction often involves projecting our hidden traits or idealized qualities onto a stranger, not seeing them as they truly are, but as we imagine them to be. In this arena, love is more about the potential we see, not the reality. The psychology of projection and idealization. Renowned psychologist Carl Jung explored the concept of projection, recognizing that much of what we feel for a stranger is not love for who they truly are, but for who they represent in our minds. Animus. Jung's theory posits that we project our ideal inner feminine anima, or masculine animus, onto others, driving intense but often illusory attraction. Selective perception. When we fall in love instantly, we unconsciously select traits that match our ideal, ignoring red flags or discrepancies, and filling the gaps with fantasy. Romantic readiness. The most romantic among us are the most likely to interpret intense attraction as love, even though it's simply an openness to possibility. not deep emotional connection. This idealization creates a chasm between what we feel and what we later discover as the real character and values of our new partner. Infatuation. The addictive nature of first sight. Early-stage infatuation shares features with addiction. The same neural pathways involved in drug or gambling pleasure are activated when falling for someone instantly. Obsessive thoughts. Sudden attraction leads to intrusive, compulsive thoughts, maddeningly preoccupying hopes. Terrors and dreams, characterized by the depletion of serotonin and spikes in dopamine. Magnetic pull. This chemical cocktail creates a feedback loop, making us crave repeated encounters and amplifying the importance of the person in our mind. Reward system. The pleasure from this emotional high pushes us to pursue the person, often before we know anything substantial about them. Yet this emotional rush fades with time, and for true love to emerge, something more is required. True love, built over time. Real, enduring romantic love is fundamentally different from instant attraction. Awareness. Knowing who the other person is, their strengths, flaws, history, and dreams. Trust and safety. Built through shared experiences, vulnerability, and emotional support over time. Acceptance. Loving someone means embracing all their traits, even those that challenge or irritate you. Commitment. Rooted in choice, care, and resilience, not just fleeting passion. As psychologist Dr. Brenda Wade explains, true love takes time, awareness of who the person is and who you are. It's like a garden. You must water it, cultivate it, shine sun on it, and have patience so you can produce blossoms that will flower. The social and cultural myth. Why then do we cling so fiercely to the idea of love at first sight? Media influence. Stories, music, films, and books feed the fantasy that true love is instant, effortless, and destined. Cultural ideals. Many societies promote the concept of soulmates and one true love, fueling expectations and dreams. Selective memory. When couples look back, they may rewrite early experiences as love at first sight, ignoring doubts or complications in favor of a feel-good storyline. Belief in this myth can be joyous, but it can also lead to disappointment, heartbreak, or misjudged relationships. Psychological consequences. When we mistake attraction for love, problems may emerge. Disillusionment. As the chemical high fades and reality settles in, partners may feel let down or disconnected. Idealization. Expecting a partner to fit the fantasy. Projected during first sight can lead to chronic disappointment and pressure. Attachment issues. Those repeatedly falling in love at first sight may be driven by their attachment style, seeking highs of excitement over deeper connection. Boundary neglect. Rushing into relationships can cause people to ignore their values. Boundaries, or personal goals, sometimes leading to unhealthy patterns or toxic dynamics. Science-backed strategies for love. How can we honor the passion of instant attraction but still pursue authentic love? 1. Slow down and reflect. Acknowledge the rush. Appreciate the intensity, but recognize it as a sign of interest, not a verdict on destiny. Pause for inquiry. Take time to get to know the other person, their beliefs, humor, background, values, and dreams. 2. Move past fantasy. Challenge projection. Notice what traits you're idealizing. Is this person truly what you imagine, or are you filling in blanks? Celebrate differences. Recognize and embrace differences rather than smoothing them over with fantasy. 3. Build real connection. Shared experiences. Go through ups and downs together. Observe how your partner handles stress, joy, sorrow, and change. Vulnerability. Open up about fears, insecurities, and desires. Invite honest responses and deeper mutual understanding. 4. Evaluate compatibility. Alignment on key issues. Is there agreement on values, life goals, and priorities, respect, and safety? Do you feel free to be yourself, to express needs, and to set boundaries? 5. Practice patient love. Let feelings mature. Allow infatuation to give way to empathy, care, and lasting commitment. Watch for red flags. Note discrepancies in words and actions, and resist excusing them due to excitement or fantasy. The beauty of the initial spark. Celebrating intense attraction is natural. It's the starting point for many successful relationships. But science and psychology teach us to regard it as just that, a beginning. For a romance to evolve into true, lasting love, it must pass through the fires of discovery, acceptance, and earned trust. Love at first sight might be a beautiful electric coincidence, a spark that invites curiosity, possibility, and joy. But true love is forged through the vulnerability of real, sustained connection, not through the lightning flash of instant attraction. I once believed love begins in the eyes. Now I know it thrives in the heart, slow and deliberate. Attraction starts the story. Understanding writes the chapters, and acceptance finishes the book. Falling for a stranger is easy. Loving them deeply, day after day, is the real adventure. Pausing to know the soul behind the face reveals the deepest kind of beauty. Your challenge: transform attraction into love. Over the next month, whenever you feel the pull of a powerful first impression, pause and jot down what attracted you most. Was it physical, emotional, or a projection of your ideals? Engage in real, honest conversation. Seek moments when you're both vulnerable, curious, and authentic. Journal your evolving feelings. Notice if initial excitement fades, deepens, or transforms. Reflect on your patterns. Do you rush toward intensity or honor gradual growth? Challenge yourself to embrace the mystery of getting to know the real person, suspending fantasy in favor of discovery. Love at first sight is not false, it's just incomplete. It's the opening melody in a lifelong symphony. Beautiful, yet waiting for complexity. Real love emerges from the slow cadence of understanding, the deep notes of empathy, and the steady rhythm of acceptance. Respect the magic of instant attraction, but nurture the wisdom to wait for love that unfolds, reveals, and endures. Step forward with an open heart, fascinated by sparks, but resolute in seeking the warmth that only time and truth can deliver. Every great love story begins with curiosity, not certainty. Give yours the chance to grow and discover just how extraordinary real love can be.